guys. I know it's been a while. It's been since I had my tube removed. I figured I'd come and check in and let you guys know what's going on. I got my pathology information. Please excuse my hair. It's kind of having its own moment today. But I got my pathology information. Basically, at the beginning of all of this, my doctor didn't want to tell me which stage I was in for cancer. And I thought because my tumor was close to being 4 centimeters that I was probably between stage 2 and stage 3. Well, turns out that by the time I got through my first batch of chemo, and then I went through the chemo and radiation, those 2 treatments essentially beat the shit out of the tumor, and it made it 1.5 centimeters big. So it really beat up that tumor, which essentially put me at stage 1, which was excellent news. Again, they reported to me that my margins were negative and the 13 lymph nodes that were checked all came out clear. I did have a CA19-9 test, which is a tumor marker test, and I'm sure you guys remember before my surgery it was at 35. Well, the recent test results showed up at 4,000, and it's never been that high. So basically, both my surgeon and my oncologist told me it's because of the surgery and all the inflammation in my body, and that they're going to check it again in another month. I most likely will be starting chemotherapy in another week or so. I hope you guys are able to hear me. I don't have my holder. My iPad is just kind of propped up on something and it might fall. I'm hoping it doesn't. But I'm still feeling blah. I feel much better though. I am getting better day by day. Unfortunately, I am still getting Whipple attacks, and those are just brutal. But I'm hoping, you know, as time goes by and the further I move away from the surgery, that they will stop. Thankfully, I haven't passed out from one yet. I've gotten very, very close with about 3 of them now. I did go to see a physical therapist, and I did a couple exercises, and unfortunately, right after that, I mean, literally, we got in the car, we were driving, I had 3 Whipple attacks in 10 minutes. 10 minutes apart. That was horrible. That, as you can imagine, that, I was like, I am not fucking exercising again, because that, oh, I'm sorry for using the F word, but that was a really bad experience. So, yeah, not doing those exercises. Maybe the ones that don't engage my core, but the ones that did, I think really pissed off my pancreas. So, yeah, that's not happening. I have been able to put on 4 pounds. I'm 131 pounds now. And I'm kind of getting used to my body. I felt like a tweaker for the longest time because, you know, I was thinner than... In high school, I weighed 132 all 4 years. Granted, I did have more muscle mass from cheerleading and dance and all that, but I got down to 126, and I felt like I looked like a tweaker. And now that I'm at like 131, I'm kind of getting used to my size. I'm kind of I wouldn't say I'm liking it because my butt is still flat as a pancake and my boobs are small. I had to buy all new bras, and it's like they look they look like teenager bras. I don't know. I'm hoping eventually I'll just grow accustomed to that as well. But if I could, eat something and put some padding on my hiney, that would just be awesome. And I'd quit my bitching. A funny thing, I did buy padded underwear, and they make me look like I have a little butt, not as much as I had before, but at least it fills out the back of my pants, and it gives me some cushion to sit on. But I'm having a pretty good day today. Things are hopefully going to progressively get better. I'm kind of scared about the chemotherapy, but my surgeon was advocating for me. He contacted my oncologist and let him know that he didn't think that I should do the full FOLFIRINOX protocol because it's too strong, and he doesn't want me getting sick and winding up in the hospital. So my oncologist and I discussed it, and I'm going to go with the full strength of gemcitabine and Abraxane. Gemcitabine and Gemzar are the same, and then Abraxane is the other one. And typically they prescribe this type of chemotherapy for the elderly, but because my immune system is really low, my white blood cells are low, my red blood cells are low. The only thing that's like really good right now are my platelets. My hemoglobin's low as well, so I might start taking some iron. I talked to my oncologist about it, but he didn't seem concerned enough to have me take iron, and his reasoning was because it was so soon after surgery. So I think he's waiting to see how my body bounces back, how soon my body bounces back, but I'm just really hoping that it gets its shit together before I have to start taking chemo again. But that's about all I have for an update right now. I'm hoping that when we take the CA19-9 again, that it'll be low again, and that I get through this chemotherapy fine, and hopefully the pancreatic cancer doesn't come back. I will be going in for some testing on either Monday or Tuesday. I think Monday they're closed, but I'll have to find out about that because I spoke to someone from the genetics department, I guess. They want to test me to see if this cancer was hereditary. And they're not just testing pancreatic cancer, they're, throwing the whole cancer, all of the cancers. They're doing a screening for all of the cancers. Sorry, had a George Bush moment. So yeah, that I was really glad to hear because I'd like to know what else I'm susceptible to. So, just gonna take those tests. Those test results probably won't come back for a month, I believe. So that's about it. That's all I got to update right now. My port's been kind of hurting lately. It looked, I don't know if it looks like it slid down to you guys or not. It's probably in the same place. I'm sure my scar doesn't move, but I don't know. It's just sometimes right here, because the tube is literally right here. I'm running my finger on it, and it gets sore right around here, and it's not like anything's pressing on it or anything like that. It's just weird. But yeah. As for the port, I think the port is going to be left in for a total of 2 years. This October or November, it'll be a year. So, and I think that's just in case, with pancreatic cancer, if, God forbid, it comes back, the port will already be installed. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, leave them below. I am researching something because you guys know I'm freaked out about a reoccurrence, so I'm trying to be proactive and seeing what other remedies are out there. There is something that I'm looking into that I recently found in one of my pancreatic cancer groups. That when I get more information about it, I will let you guys know. But thanks for watching the video and for all the support, and I hope you guys are going to have an awesome Memorial weekend. Bye!